Hey there, it's Chris again, and I do layman tech reviews on cameras and digital accessories or anything that makes my life easier as a parent of 3 young kids. Now, I've been making these videos mainly using my Sony ZV-1, or in some countries you call it ZV-1, right? And I've never really used the bokeh button, which is the function C1 function key, and I usually just shoot using the video mode, shutter priority, and because I shoot at 25 frames per second, I'm using the 180 degrees shutter rule, so my shutter speed is at 1/50 seconds, right? And usually if I were to do this video outside my house when there's an overcast like an overcast weather right now, the aperture would go down to be about 2.0, and the ISO will be at the lowest at about 160, right? So for today, I just wanted to try to use the bokeh button and see how it would look like, because I've never really successfully used it. Every time I press it, the picture comes out overexposed. I don't know why. So let me turn it on right now. Right. It's turned on right now. Is there any difference? Turning off. Alright. It doesn't work. Let me try it again. Okay, trying the same test again. I forgot that in the previous shoot earlier on, I had the ND filter turned on, which stops light by 3 stops. So now without the ND filter, shutter speed is at 1/50 seconds. My aperture is at 5.6, and ISO at 160. I'm gonna turn on the bokeh button now. See, it's overexposed. And turning it off right now. Turning it on. Doesn't work. Now, I figured a trick. If this is happening to you, you need to turn on the ND filter. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on right now. Okay, and then the ND filter is turned on right now. Okay, and now I've defocused. Now I've pressed the bokeh button. Can you see the background is a bit blurry now? And then now it's turned off. Background becomes clearer. Turn on, blurry a little bit. Turn off, clearer. Turn on, blurry a little bit. So that's the trick. You have to turn on ND filter for this bokeh button to work under in an outdoor situation when it's quite bright. Actually, I wouldn't say it's quite bright today. Today, the sun is still behind the clouds. So, all right. I suppose the other way to ensure that the bokeh button works is that don't shoot in shutter priority mode. Shoot in program priority mode. That way, the camera will adjust your aperture and shutter to get you the right exposure. Right now, the ND filter is turned off. The bokeh button, the bokeh function is disabled, and this is how clear the background is. I'm going to turn on the bokeh button again. Blur. Clear. Blur. Yeah, there you go. So this button will work. It works. right? It would automatically adjust your aperture, your shutter, your ISO to get you that slight background blur at the expense of shutter speed. So now with the bokeh button, bokeh feature enabled, the shutter speed is at 1/400 seconds, which is quite fast. And you can see there is not much there's not much motion blur, so it's pretty jittery, the action, right? So you can get a nice background blur, but at the expense of a faster shutter speed. But if you do shoot at shutter priority, where you want to make sure that your shutter is fixed at 1/50 seconds, then you need to turn on the ND filter for the bokeh button to work. There you go. Hopefully that was helpful. Thank you, and till then, take care and God bless.